Hello Year 5 and welcome to your first art lesson of the term. As you all know, I absolutely love art. It's one of my favourite subjects, so I'm really excited to be able to film these videos for you to watch. It would be really helpful if you had some plain paper and a pencil or a pen, but if you only have lined paper, that's fine. You can also do it on lined paper, but plain paper would be better. I'm just going to share my screen now. Here we go. So this term we are looking at sculptures, and we're going to be learning about a man called Antoni Gaudi, and he was a really important sculptor, and we're going to be finding out more about him and his work for the rest of this term. So our big question of the day is, what is a sculpture? So you might want to pause the video and have a little think. What is a sculpture? What does that mean? Or you can just keep watching. Okay, so we were going to have a little look at this YouTube video all about Park Güell. However, you can look up your own videos on Park Güell or just follow the link that I have on here if you could copy it in. But Park Güell is a park in Barcelona in Spain, and it is one of the parks that Antoni Gaudi designed. So all of these buildings and all of the mosaics are part of Gaudi's design. And we're going to be learning more about Park Güell in the rest of this lesson. So Barcelona is found in Spain. I've done a little highlight for you up there. It is one of the many art cities of the world, and it is found on the east coast of Spain in a region called Catalonia. It has a rich history of textiles, art and culture. Antoni Gaudi was born in 1852 and died in 1926, so nearly 100 years ago he died. He is the most famous architect in Catalan in Spain, and his buildings still stand today. He was an architect, which means that you design and build buildings and houses and things like that. This is called the Sagrada Familia, and it is in Barcelona, and it is a church that Antoni Gaudi designed. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got these long turrets and these star shapes at the top, and it's huge. The Sagrada Familia is a large church in the middle of Barcelona designed by Antoni Gaudi. The first stone was placed 135 years ago, and they are still constructing it. So they're still trying to build it to this day. They do not plan to finish until 2026. So quite a long time it's been going on for now that they've been building this church, over 100 years. It's a huge project and has lots of detail, as you can see in the picture of this interior. The church is made up of tiles, mosaics, columns, windows, and spires. Gaudi died in 1926, and his designs were very complicated, which is why it's taken so long to build. So lots of artists have tried to use his designs, as you can see here, but they're so complicated, and because he's not alive anymore, we can't ask him, how do we build this? What would you like us to do? So they're having to guess. Here is one of the beautiful stained glass windows at one side of the church. All the different colours and the shapes, and they are beautiful, and he's used something called tessellating shapes, which is when you use lots of the same shapes over and over again to make a symmetrical pattern, so all the patterns line up. Park Güell, so this is the park I was talking about earlier. It was designed by Gaudi. This public park, so you can go and visit, I've been, it's absolutely wonderful, has lots of mosaics and twisted buildings and fairy tale spires. He used lots of smashed tiles and colours to create these beautiful buildings and walls. So like how we did with our collages last time, he smashes up lots and lots of pottery and then sticks them onto a wall like a mosaic. Gaudi used lots of Gothic columns, so like lots of large columns with sort of gnarled hands and sort of scary looking columns, and he built into the land and takes inspiration from nature. So this park is built into a hill. So he dug out bits of the hill and he used lots of stone. Here's a lovely little chameleon or gecko that he's used mosaics to build. So he takes ideas from nature. Trencadis, a Spanish term for using smashed tiles and pottery to create a mosaic. So he uses smashed tiles to create these tessellating patterns. And Trencadis is one of the words we're going to need to know to help us to make our own sculptures later on in the term. I thought I'd add in some pictures of me on my holiday to Barcelona. people in my class know I've been to Barcelona quite a few times and I love going, and I go most years. I went 2 years ago, and here's a picture of me and my friend. So look how small we are compared to the church. The church is huge and it was still being built. Here's some more pictures I took. Here's a building Anthony Gaudi did. Can you see it's all got lots of rounded shapes and they look like seeds from nature? And there's me standing by one of the buildings. What I would like you to do for this lesson is that the church need our help to design the final window to be put in. So could you please draw for me an idea for your stained glass window? If you'd like to draw 3 ideas and then give me a final one, that's fine. Or if you'd like to just create one final piece, that's fine also. You can use coloured paper, make it a collage, or you can use colouring pencils, pens. You could make it 3D or 2D. It's totally up to you, as long as you create for me a beautiful stained glass window. I've put here, have a think about the shape, colour, symmetry and pattern of your design. You can use some of these pictures from Anthony Gaudi's stained glass. Can you see that all these patterns match up and they're the same going all the way around? Could you create for me a beautiful stained glass window? Me and Miss Vink would love to see your stained glass windows, and maybe we could have a little gallery, and if you send them in, I can put them onto the PowerPoint for next week and we can have a little look at all of the stained glass windows you created. That would be wonderful. So remember to keep sending them into the Year 5 email address, and I hope you have fun making your stained glass. See you soon.